Video got here out. I turned into on the graveyard. The video got here out. You understand? MCV dispatched me the video. You understand? I noticed the video, and he or she turned into their naked man. They hitting on her now. You understand? I simply concept crying obtainable on the funeral domestic due to the fact I turned into fine. I'll let you know why we are gonna there. So I closed the grade, and I advised man, simply in surroundings due to the fact human beings want to peer this. They stated, with alcohol for me, which I knew wasn't alcohol for Shanquella Robinson's dad exhibits the frightening second that he noticed her injured frame. After the American visitor turned into discovered useless in Mexico on October 28, Shanquella Robinson and her 6 university buddies jetted out to Mexico's San Jose del Cabo motel for per week lengthy excursion in an excessive stop condo. The 12 months antique died 24 hours once they arrived. MS Robinson's pals added her assets to her distraught dad and mom in Charlotte, North Carolina, and advised them that she had died of alcohol poisoning. What you had been advised, and what made you query what you had been advised? Well, I obtained a name on Saturday announcing that my daughter turned into unwell and that she had alcohol poison. However, a medical doctor had in no way arrived. I do not know in which they were given the alcohol poison. Bernard and Salamander Robinson had been understandably disillusioned with the aid of using the news. What without a doubt passed off to Shanquella Robinson. Be positive to look at to the stop. Due to the fact we are going to expose each unmarried element approximately this annoying case. On the weekend, contributors of Shanquella Robinson's Help Community amassed in North Carolina to reveal team spirit and call for answers. The Million Youth March of Charlotte and Salisbury Teen Advisory Board prepared the rally on behalf of Robinson on Saturday, which turned into held at Charlotte's Little Rock AME Zion Church and drew loads of human beings. When his daughter's frame turned into discovered on the funeral domestic, Bernard Robinson, the victim's father, stated, after I noticed it in that casket and I noticed the knot, the reduce on her lip, I knew for truth that they did a few physical damage to her. He in addition discovered a circumstance with the aid of using announcing that he stood there wailing like a baby. Baby, Daddy will convey you justice, I stated to her useless frame. According to reports, Bernard stated, all I need is justice. I genuinely need the Mexican authorities and their consulate to place matters proper due to the fact they crossed over there onto your territory and finished their plan and again here. The courtroom dock in metropolis of San Jose del Cabo, placed at the southernmost tip of Baja California, is a famous excursion vacation spot that welcomes around 3 million travelers from all around the international every 12 months. Young human beings from the USA who are seeking out a thrilling excursion vacation spot regularly pick out to visit Cabo due to its stunning seashores with white sand and turquoise water and its colorful nightlife. In her homeland of Charlotte, Shanquella, a graduate of Winston-Salem State University, owned and operated a splendor and hair braiding agency named Exquisite Kids. On October 28, she and the touring celebration checked into the $2,500 in step with nighttime Villa Linda, 32 on the Puerto Los Cabos Motel and Fundadores. There had been a complete of 4 girls and 6 men on the celebration. At first, it turned into believed that her passing turned into an end result of a sad accident. Is it viable that Shanquella's buddies, or have to I say pals, tricked her into going to Cabo with the purpose of wounding her and plotting her homicide? What may want to have triggered such animosity toward Shanquella? Is there a rational reason for their actions? By the way, what is the FBI legitimate stance in this tragedy? MS Robinson turned into discovered to have excessive spinal twine harm and a fractured neck 15 minutes earlier than she handed away, disproving the account that her buddies advised approximately her loss of life being as a result of alcohol poisoning. The post-mortem effects had been disclosed on November 10. Now maintain your breath as we are approximately to expose the maximum horrible verifying thing of the state of affairs to you. On November 15, a stunning video of unclothed Shanquella being thrashed in a motel room surfaced online. The video, which lasted approximately 20 seconds, suggests a girl attacker drawing close Shanquella, knocking her to the floor after which placing her time, and again with punches and kicks. In reaction, an inclined Shanquella sags helplessly to the floor. She is eerily bare, but her assailant is absolutely dressed. Shanquella is taunted with the aid of using a person who seems to be filming the assault, however does not anything to prevent it. He can be heard announcing, as a minimum combat back, something Quilla can you as a minimum combat back. In an interview with TMZ, Shanquella's father, Bernard Robinson, showed that the individual with inside the video turned into his daughter, and he expressed his opinion that the people she mistakenly believed to be her buddies delivered the attack. He stated, "My daughter's now no longer a fighter. Man, she's now no longer a fighter. Not at all." When the distressing video of the incident hit the internet, human beings commenced the use of the famous hashtag #JusticeForQuella on systems like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok in protest of the obvious loss of reaction from police. Since then, massive contradictions have arisen among the legitimate tale from Mexican officers and what others have alleged passed off that nighttime main as much as Shanquella's homicide. Mexican officers declared that they had been searching into Robinson's killing as a femicide after the video turned into made public. They acknowledged its participation with inside the research on November 18. You should be thinking, what's femicide? Femicide, or the intentional killing of girls due to the fact they're girls, is the maximum excessive form of gender-based violence. Can you photo yourself being murdered simply due to your gender? Intimate and non-intimate femicide are the two kinds of femicide. The for homicide describes the homicide of girls with the aid of using their gift or beyond lovers, while the latter describes the homicide of girls with the aid of using a person with whom they haven't any romantic contact. Most international locations deal with femicide similar to homicide in phrases of crook law. However, Mexico is one in every of a minimum 16 countries which have made femicide an awesome crime. If discovered guilty, someone in Mexico may spend as much as 60 years in jail. In Mexico, the difference among femicide and homicide or illegal killing differs from country to country. Regarding the passing of Robinson, a warrant for one individual's arrest has been issued in Mexico. The dad and mom keep to address the tragedy and grieve their daughter till the government offer extra details. According to police research, Shanquella obtained emergency remedy at her house for over 4 hours earlier than she handed away. A day after MS, Robinson and her partners checked into the opulent motel on October 29 at 2:23 p.m. The alarm, consistent with the police report, turned into first sounded an hour later. A medical doctor found Shanquella turned into vocally unresponsive. Soon later, she skilled a seizure. As in step with the police, Shanquella's tour partners insisted she live on the motel, no matter the medical doctor's tips that she be dispatched to the hospital. An ambulance wasn't summoned till it regarded just like the affected person turned into approximately to die. After MS, Robinson's cardiac arrest, a medical doctor allegedly carried out 14 rounds of CPR on her, in addition to giving her 5 doses of adrenaline and 6 defibrillator discharges. She turned into in the long run declared useless at 5:57 p.